Hey Rock Hill, Pastor Kyle here with a sermon recap from this week. In case you missed it, we looked at Romans 12, 3 to 8, and looked at how a life of worship translates into how we relate to one another as the church. And what we saw is that the gospel gives us a new perspective or paradigm so that we can look at ourselves honestly and each other graciously. That the big takeaway is that the church, the people of God, is to be an interdependent body, that not one of us has all of the gifts that God has equipped his church in order to be able to function and thrive and bless the cities that we live in, but that all of us has been given a gift that we are to, or a few gifts that we are to serve with all of our heart. However God has made us, we are to use that to serve and to bless and to love. We don't need to compare ourselves with other people, but we do need to see that we need each other and that we all need to be in the game. Um, Unfortunately, a lot of us get this in concept, but many of us don't actually see it come to fruition. So many churches are run by 20% of the people. And so there's a couple factors that I think prevent us all from engaging in this way. The first is that some of us are flat out lazy. We just would rather be ministered to and receive the ministry of the body than actually contribute something to it. And more than a rebuke, I just encourage people that that actually isn't living. That's not how God designed you to be, that you are made to work, you are made to live beyond yourself and to be a blessing. And as you embrace that, you find what it means to truly be human. Secondly, some people don't do that because they weren't aware that they were actually needed. And so, in as clear a way as possible, there's a place for you at Rock Hill. That you are needed in order for the church and the city to flourish and thrive. The third reason is that sometimes we don't know what our spiritual gifts are. And so Pastor Aaron would love to follow up with anybody who might want to be interested in taking like a spiritual gift survey to kind of discern where you're gifted. The other way to figure it out is to just do a lot of stuff and find out what resonates with you and what you're really good at. Finally, I think sometimes this breaks down is because we only think about spiritual gifts in terms of serving inwardly in the church as opposed to blessing the communities that we live and serve in. And so if God has gifted us in a certain way, sometimes that finds operation within the church body, the church community, and often that finds its output in the community at large, where we serve and use our gifts of leadership and hospitality and mercy in order to make great cities. And so, as a church, I just never want to embrace this idea that a couple people do ministry and everybody else kind of rallies around them. I would much rather see it as all of our work to do and see 400 disciples looking to bless the city in any way that they possibly can. That excites me. That gets me up every morning, and I can't wait to be part of that with you. I love you guys. Talk to you later.